Yes, sir. Welcome to the 10 Count Podcast, where we're going to give you our raw and uncut opinion about the current landscape of boxing. Our guest for the night is a legend, the best counterpuncher ever, the greatest defensive fighter ever, and my top two greatest fighter of all times, James Lights Out motherfucking Toney. What's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Been good?
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, I want to thank y'all for having me, man. Hey, salute. Man.
Yes,
Appreciate that, dog. Appreciate that, JT. You don't understand, man. It's a blessing, man. Thank you for coming on and chopping it up with us. You feel what I'm saying, man? But how you doing, though, man?
Oh, I'm good. I can't complain, man. Life is good. Family's good. Except for, I recently had a tragedy in my family. But hey, we gotta keep moving. And right now he's looking down at me. So God bless him. I love him.
Sir.
My pops.
My condolences.
Your pops.
Yes, sir. Man. But man, let's jump into this thing, man. JT, man. Jump. So, so what got you into boxing? Man, I always wonder, because a lot of people don't know this. You was a hell of a football player, man, in Michigan, like one of the best players out there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was playing football, but actually, I had my first amateur fight when I was 12 years old.
Oh. Okay.
And you're not gonna believe this, I got sauced up. Stop. IRC. Every set contest.
Dang.
Hey, before the fight, I'm not gonna everybody in the gym. I'm beating everybody in the gym and stuff. But then when I took Wayne, I saw the guy I was fighting. He was a little guy, right? I'm like, hell no. I walked up to him and said, pick a corner you want to lay down in.
That's sound like JT.
Hey, I told him, right? So then when that bell rang, that motherfucker came at me so many ways, man. Hit me in so many directions and so many spots in my stomach, my head. Boy, shit, every step of the fight. And believe it, and look, I was so embarrassed. I talked so much shit. I rushed back to the hotel room and stayed in that room until everybody left. 8 hours, 6 hours later.
Question. I know you still.
Then I went back to football, play football, and then when I started winning in high school, they tried to pump me and shit, and they got my juices back on again. I knocked one of my teammates out, and then, hey, it's back.
So a lot of people don't. So clarify this for me, JT. You beat up a certain NFL GOAT.
Man, that's what I was going to ask.
You beat up a certain NFL GOAT.
Yeah, it was Deion Sanders.
You beat up Deion Sanders.
It was Deion Sanders, and we at camp. He tried to take my bed because he came in after me and threw my shit on the floor. I said, hell no, who did this shit? I did. I want the bed over there. I said, okay. If you know he's on the ground, I was on my way back to Detroit.
Damn, they sent you home for beating up Deion?
Huh?
They sent you home for beating up Deion?
Yeah, because they want to fight in the camp. Everybody heard about how vicious I can be and everything. They ain't want no problems.
Yes, sir.
What you ran on him? A right hand or left foot? What you dropped him with?
It was a right hand.
Ooh.
That's all it took. but mind you, forgot, I'm a southpaw.
Exactly, he's southpaw. That's why that fucking left hook was so vicious. That's why that left hook was so vicious.
Hey, I want to clear this up. No shade to Coach Prime now. No shade to Prime.
No, ain't no shade to Prime, man.
Just a little throwback history from the great Lights Out.
He's a great human being, a great football player, but that day was not his day.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So,
and look, and tell you the truth, it might not have been the Deion Sanders. It might be another Deion, but I know it was Deion with the J Curl, and that guy had J Curl on. Everybody was saying, "Are you sure it's Deion?" I said, it was Deion.
Yeah.
Well, what's up, though, man? So, man, just kind of going to the history. Like I said, I watched a lot of your fights, man. I watched a lot of your fights. Like that transition when you first started, when did you decide that okay, I'm gonna really take boxing serious and turn pro?
Hey, can y'all turn mics up? Cause I can barely hear y'all.
Oh my bad. Can you hear me now?
Can't you hear me? Mic check.
Say again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said, so at what point did you decide, okay, I'm finna take this boxing thing serious?
When I was, like I said, when I was younger,
When you
it
got
was a knucklehead in the streets. My brother across selling dope.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me they watching me. When he told me that shit, boy, I turned flush. I went home, pushed all my shit in the toilet, and got serious. I want to be world champion.
But you trained in one of the most profound gyms in America, the Crunk Gym. That's the gym you started at? Was that the gym? Because I know
No, I started in Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor. Okay.
Yeah, but that's where I'm from. Everybody thinks from Detroit, but I'm from Ann Arbor. I represent Ann Arbor and Detroit because I trained in Detroit. But later on in life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
People say you from Grand Rapids.
Yeah, in Wikipedia
no,
say
I was
Grand
That's
born
what I
I was
heard.
born and raised in Grand Rapids. Matter of
Okay.
fact,
I heard you was from the same street as Toney Tucker,
Floyd
Mayweather.
Buster Malcolm Jr., Tony Tucker, we all grew up on the same street.
Oh,
Same
that's
street.
dope,
That's what I
man.
heard.
That's a legendary street. I need to go
That's a
visit
hell
that
of a
street.
street.
Hell yeah,
Hey.
that's a hell of a street, man.
Yes, sir.
So you go ahead. What question y'all got? Because you know I got a lot of questions.
So I never knew this though when you said you was a southpaw. So you know that kind of go with you know how Andre Ward will fight with his lead hand, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto. You know they was left-handed, but they will fight orthodox. So they lead hand would be in front like that for they jab. So that's what you end up switching to.
Yeah, I had to, but you forget, when I turned pro in 88 and 89, it was hard for
So you
softballs to get
started
fight.
that shit because I thought Oscar De La Hoya had began that.
Nah, man, no. I've been doing that. Man, to this day, I still fight both ways. If you go back and watch the draw fight, I fought softball.
Yeah.
So you actually a lefty. You
I
left-handed.
got adapt to anything. And when I'm in great shape, I can adapt to any style. I don't care if it's tall, short, whatever.
What's your dominant hand though? Are you left-handed or right-handed?
My right hand, my dominant hand, but I fight. When I first started, I started in the softball position, which my right hand was my dominant hand.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So who came up with the name Lights Out?
Oh man. Okay. You don't believe this shit, but this is how I am. This older white man. His name is Great Owens. Rest in peace. Great dude. You know, everybody he look a hillbilly. But you know, he loved boxing. He took me back and forth to the gym every day. And then after I was getting ready to turn pro, he said, we'll come up with a nickname for you. I said, I got one. And he said, what is it, James? I said, how about Ice-T? He said, fuck no. You don't got any drink.
I about to be James Ice-T Toney.
Hey, that was the
I know. Look, you really gonna laugh at you really gonna laugh at this one. Then I said, how about Too Sweet? Yeah, fuck no.
Too Sweet.
Goddamn, you know.
I mean, hey, you ain't sweet enough now.
I said,
you sweet enough, but it ain't James Too Sweet. Come on.
I said, okay, smart ass, what you got? He said, how about Lights Out? I said, where's this shit from? He said, it's from a Grateful Dead song. I said, what the fuck is Grateful Dead? You know what I'm saying? And then
the rock band
play the song. I said, hell no, I don't like this shit. He said, we're going with Lights Out. Trust me, everybody will love it. And hey,
and it's still, hey man, you see it's right down that screen, don't it? Lights out,
Lights
baby.
out. You turn the lights out now.
Because you know it's amateur.
Lights out. I want to ask you, man.
I finally came out of the fight. I was 31-2, and I had 29 TKOs.
Man.
So that's why I said we're gonna call you like that because you knock everybody out.
Exactly.
Out.
What question you have for him, Ron?
How important for you is it to not have ever been stopped in your career? Like a lot of fighters, how important is it for you to have for all those fights? You almost had 90 fights and you never been stopped, never been close to being stopped. How is important that for you?
That wasn't gonna happen because there wasn't nobody bad enough. The only man can do that is God. I'm scared of God. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, no. I will always, no matter what, it wasn't happening.
Man, and I want to.
Number one, hold on. Number one, the motherfuckers was too scared to come attack me because they knew, well, if they missed, they're in trouble.
They had to pay them back. Make them miss, make them pay.
And kind of countering off that, when did the style change to the mongoose style that you have? Because you know you're the old mongoose to me. I know you as a Charles of Cincinnati Cobra and all those guys. You know, and I started.
Call it that?
Huh?
Like I want to know, like, do you call it the mongoose style, JT? Or do you call it the Philly shell? I want to know what
do you
call your style?
I call it the James Toney because I do it the right way.
Gotcha.
You know gotcha. Hey, if y'all don't know this, Bill Miller, who trained me, who's a legendary trainer, after Coney Jam, he trained Hearns, trained Milton McCoy, Jimmy Paul, Ezra Charles, and Jason J. Walcott, and he worked a little bit with Usher Moore. So he showed me, we worked on it every day. And at first, I was getting my head tore off, right? But then, the most important thing, the key to you doing the shoulder roll, or whatever you want to call it, is you have to relax.
You got
relaxation is the thing. If you can relax, if you can relax, you will see everything coming. And sure enough, boom! After 2 years, I got it.
You do be real relaxed in there, man. It was amazing to see how relaxed you were in the fight.
Look, it was so easy, man. Because everybody, whoever your opponent is, he's nervous. He's scared. He don't know what you come back with. You know what I'm saying? Yep. He do not know what you coming back with. And you never know if I come out the right hand or if I come out the left hook or right uppercut, left hook, right hand, boom, behind. He don't know.
So, in speaking of like my favorite aspect of your game, of course, is if you counter right uppercut, left hook. But the most thing that was the most impressive about your fight game was your rope game. Like, how did you perfect fighting off the ropes as well that you did? Because you don't see that
every day. In the gym every day, I box 15 5-minute rounds. True story.
Did you shadow box off the ropes?
Off the ropes, I would box and box. I don't care how many people got. Sometimes it be 4 people, sometimes be 6 people. I box with every day. I box every day. I box Monday to Saturday. One of them.
So you believe sparring?
I love the box. Still to this day, I will box your ass off.
I know you would. You ain't lying either. We know.
You about that smoke.
And my thing is this,
JT. I want to know who you consider your greatest rival. You know, because you fought Mike McCallum 3 times. You fought Sam Peter twice.
That motherfucker was tough.
He said
Mike McCallum 3 times.
Yeah.
So what made him so tough?
Body snatcher 3 times.
Because
you fought Roy. You know.
Huh?
What made McCallum so tough?
Because my dude, he's old Cajun veteran. He tried to set you up and everything. The first fight, but he made a mistake. Everybody was scared of fighting him. I said, no, I'll fight him. Let's go. I wanted to.
That first fight was a draw.
I want that trinket. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, you want to be the first one to do it.
So he forgot. Bill Miller had trained him when he was with Kronk. Bill told me all about him, all the weaknesses. But you know, I still have to be careful. He made me think. The first fight, he made me think. Come around, first four or 5 rounds, I probably got off slower than I should have, or I would have won the fight or knocked him out.
Yeah.
Fair fight, he was scared to death. He didn't want no part of me. Fair
Yeah.
So
fight,
what?
I beat the shit out of him.
So what was one of the weaknesses that that Pops had told you about with him? What was one of his weaknesses with Mike McCallum?
He wouldn't say he would not stay in that pocket.
He won't.
If,
He
you-
won't.
if,
That
if,
was
if,
good.
if,
That was a good game.
if you can't stay in the pocket, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with these guys today. They cannot stay in the pocket. They don't know what to do.
Exactly. A lot of those guys like. Go ahead.
That's kind of odd with him being the body snatcher. With Mike McCollum being such a big body puncher, how did he set up his attack if he's trying to stay away from this side?
But look, if you go and watch the fight, he was trying to go my body the first 2 rounds. But I was countering him with uppercuts and hooks.
Right.
Yeah. After that, he got body. He wanted more. He wanted more because I would literally accommodate you. However you want to do. If you want to box. If you want to slug. If you want to go get smokes, we go get smoked by each every time. I'm gonna cut your ass up. Why? Go back.
Hey, JT, we going out, dog. I love this.
Please go back and watch the fight again. You see what I'm talking about.
Because every time I noticed that every time he went to this body, you would counter with the uppercut or you counter with the with an overhand or a hook. I studied that fight a lot. I love that fight right there. But so you consider Mike McCollum your toughest opponent?
Yeah.
So
wow.
This is when you moved up to 168. When Roy Jones moved up to 168 to fight you, I'm gonna be real. I've never watched that fight fully because you and him are my 2 favorite fighters of all time. So I have a hard time watching that fight because I don't like seeing y'all 2 fight.
I love that fight.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't like watching it. I don't like watching it because, like I said, they're my 2 favorite fighters. I don't like seeing.
Just put it this way. He lucky I wasn't in shape today, like when I fought Barkley or Tim Littles.
Exactly.
And look, when I fought Prince Charles Williams, the key to it is when I fought Prince Charles Williams July 29th, 1994. Okay, I gave Bob Arum and HBO. I said, if you don't tell me if the fight is not done by August 24th, which is my birthday, I'm going on vacation with the fellas. So August 24th came and went. No fight, no sign of nothing. So me and the boys, we in Barbados, we in Puerto Rico, we in Mexico. I got the call from Jackie September 25th.
What?
So
a fight like that, you can't.
I got the call September 25th. Now, mind you, I was 167, July 29th. September 25th, I'm 205.
Wow.
Hey, I got this young man coming on. Young fighter. He just fought for the WBA NABA title. He just won. He one of your big fans like us. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finna bring him on. His name Matt Truck. He remind me of an old school style from the style of boxing. I'm finna bring him on. I wanted him to talk with you because he's a big fan. So here you go right here. My man Mac Truck. Say what's up,
Mike. What's going on,
congratulations, boy.
Thank you. Show us that belt, man.
Congrats.
Where that big gold belt?
It's at home. I'm in Kansas City right now.
Okay, you're in Kansas City.
Yeah.
The champ is here.
How's it going? What's up? Lights out.
What's up, baby? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. After my fight, I'm cut for your cloth, man. I'm pop my shit. I took a fight, 4-day notice. I beat him, you know what I'm saying, off the jab, shoulder rolling, fighting inside.
That's the way you're supposed to be. Let me tell you something, kid. If you can, fight often. Hey, stay in the gym, dog. Stay in the gym. I fought twice a month for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's why I came on so fast. I fought at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month.
Okay.
I would take 2 days off from the gym and burn back in there, get ready for the next fight. Time to go. D-Block.
What questions you got for him, Chuck? What questions you got for him?
Man, my favorite fight when you fought Mike McCallum, like when you fought Mike McCallum was so high IQ.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this how you was so sharp with it. He threw it to you through your fold. It was like tit for tat. Y'all was so back and forth with it, he couldn't even hit you. Like that was dope, man. That's one of my favorite fights of you. You know how you pieced up my boy Holy, man. I like that one too though.
Thank you.
He a big Holyfield fan.
Hey, Holyfield had to come because he's doing too much talking.
Yeah.
He's too much for
too much disrespecting.
Yeah, hey, my coach, hey coach, I got James Toney on the phone.
Tell him I'm gonna send the link.
Yeah.
Hey, like, I got a question. What did you do the week after you knocked out Michael Nunn?
I was gonna ask him that question.
What did you do after you knocked out Michael Nunn? After you shook up the fucking world?
After I did that, man, I went back to the hotel room. I had the biggest cheeseburger you can find. Happy French fries, a Coke. To keep my business with my lady, and we went home for Sunday. I called my promoter and said, "When am I fighting?"
Oh, you ready to fight?
Yeah.
Wow. Ready to defend.
So I got a question. I got a question for you right there. I remember in that fight with Michael Nunn, Pops told you in the corner, "You down," and then you said, "I ain't down." So what was going through your mind when he told you that?
Say it again.
I said when you was in the corner in the Nunn fight, when Pops told you that you was down, what was going through your mind?
I said, I'm gonna get this motherfucker regardless. Cause look, mind you, once again, being young, dumb, and full of cum, at the weigh-in, Mike got the best of me. He got to my head and I grabbed him. I'm sorry, at the weigh-in, at the press conference, he was talking so much shit and I was talking shit. And then I jumped on, I picked him and choked him and slammed him on the table, right? And then everything worked on for this fight went out the window because I was just trying to kill him with one shot. I lost my mind. And that's why I knew you always gotta keep it cool when you box.
Check his phone.
Yeah.
He said check your phone. Yeah. There you go.
Man, that fight, man. I actually watched that fight again today, man, just to see the joy and like when you jumped on the ropes, it was like you were telling everybody, now what, like, cause
because you forgot. I went to his hometown and knocked him out.
Exactly, in his home, and you was a 20-1 underdog.
21 underdog. I told everybody, I ain't hit. I'm not an opponent. I'm the real deal. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna knock the thing out. I'm gonna knock the boy out on fire.
Also, I'm about to top in one of my good friends, Mustafa, man. I trained out his gym out here in Atlanta, man. The old school
Mustafa, the trainer.
Yeah, my boy Mustafa.
Stop, well, boy.
What's up, champ?
ATL.
Yes, sir.
What's happening with you?
I gotta tap in with you, man.
Everything good?
Young heavyweight, you alone.
What questions you got for him, Moo?
Kind of got a lag.
Got a lag?
You got a lag, coach? To jump on mine.
Yeah, just jump on here. Just jump on.
Just hang that one up and jump on the same call. Yeah.
What questions you got for him, Moo? Talk to him, man. I know you. Hey, man, I know you studied. You studied.
Yeah. I just want to see Mac Truck, man. You know what I'm saying? Get back to tips one day, man. Link up with him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who we pretty much our style based on. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of James Toney. You know what I'm saying?
Great
sport. Yeah. You got.
I like that. Boy.
I know you'll love him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know what? Remember now, when you do shoulder roll, don't do it the Floyd way.
No, of course
James
not.
way.
Of course.
I said, hey, look, see,
what's the difference?
I'm not hating on Floyd. I love Floyd, but dude. But look, I don't run from confrontation. I run to it. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the difference?
I do not run from confrontation. I run to it and through it. Ain't nobody stopping me. I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
So James,
Hey,
tell us the fundamental difference between your shoulder roll and Floyd's.
He don't
What's
lean
the
okay.
back.
difference?
When
He
you
don't
see
lean
how
back.
What Floyd does is he leans back.
He don't lean back.
He leans back. He's leaning back. He's not in a position to throw any punches.
Okay.
I'm inside on your ass. I'm trying to take your damn head off.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I'm
Gotcha.
teaching you my shit. He ain't.
The
I'm trying to
way
hurt you.
James Toney, the way you walk to a fighter, man, and show your defense, that shit is uncanny, man. And I want to know what fighters remind you of you currently, if any.
Huh?
What fighter right now remind you of you in the ring?
Terrence Crawford.
Bud.
Wow.
Bud Crawford
Bud
is the
the
best
truth.
fighter. He's the closest thing to me since sliced bread.
Thank you.
Hey, I honestly, I
Look at
think
Groove over
Canelo
there
fight
looking
like
stupid.
you.
Hell no. No way. Hey, who said that? Who said that?
Oh,
I said that.
What?
I said
Who
that.
said
Look, the way he walked you down, the way Canelo can make you miss while walking towards you,
Canelo nice
that's
now.
James Toney all day.
But you know
And,
what?
and honestly, I think
But hold
Usyk
on,
fight
bro.
like you
Look,
too.
let me tell you the difference between me and him. He walks straight in, outside inside like King Cobra, dog. Go
Yes,
watch
sir.
my tape. I'm like this. Slip and slide. I'm looking for. I'm always looking for something back, no matter what. He's not.
So I got a question. I got
Slip
a
and
question
slide,
for
baby.
my,
Inside, get in, get out.
I got a question for you
Okay.
for my young guy. Lights out. What tips would you give him in the gym, far as to hone his craft? My boy, my young guy Mac. What tips would you give him in the gym? You know what I'm saying, to work on.
First and foremost, you got to be seriously dedicated to boxing. Boxing, no girls, no bullshit. Hey, always when you ain't in the gym, study your craft, watch film. Hey, trust me, I did this.
Yeah.
It hurt at first, but after a while, I picked it up. It's repetition, you know what I'm saying? Once you keep on doing it, it'll come to you. It'll be easy for you. And relax. Hey, relax. The most important thing, step in, step out. Always, when you throw punches, every time you throw a punch, you step in, pop out. Every punch you want to be hard and harder. You know what I'm saying? That's me. That's how I was taught. Old school way. Ain't no such thing as half-ass. Except for now.
Question. How many, now I know you've had a lot of title defenses, James. How many times have you won a world title?
I won a total of 18 in 5 divisions.
5 divisions. Whoa.
That's goat shit, dog. That's goat shit.
I turned pro at 157.
And fought all the way up to 260.
Now mind you, I was playing football at 205.
Yeah.
That was my right weight. I turned pro at 157. Because they kept on telling me I was too small to be a heavyweight back in the day.
So did that prompt the move all the way up to heavyweight?
I moved to heavyweight after I fought
came back.
Yeah. So what prompted? Did you always have that goal when you first started to come out?
I told Bill Miller back in the day, I said, I'm be here with some world. He like, oh man, you too small. I said, no, I ain't. I said, watch me. I'm hard headed. You can't tell me I can't do nothing. Because if I step do it, I'ma do it.
You beat General Ruiz for the WBA title,
man.
Huh?
We gotta get you out here to in Atlanta to the gym. We gotta get you out here.
Hey, can I spar?
Yeah.
Hey, you and JT. Hey, man, Mac can spar with you, man. That'll be that's a man.
y'all got it. I gotta see that. Come on.
I'm telling you, hey, I ain't from Atlanta. I ain't soft. I'm bringing the hood. I'm bringing the wood, my boys. Hey,
We'd love to have you in the gym, man. That'll be an honor, man, for Mac to spar with you, man.
You know what? I always talk shit. I love Atlanta. Atlanta's a great place. I'm looking forward to come on down there and share how to do it for real. Mustafa, I heard about you. Everybody tell me about you. They ask me, you know Mustafa? I said, no, I know I hear your name all the time. You doing good things out there. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Real talk.
But likewise, man, you one of the ones that, you know what I'm saying? That's all we study.
I was like, I had to get my guy on, man.
Yeah.
No, I like, man, I gotta get Moo on, man.
You that one, you know what I'm saying?
With you, man.
You
I got his number too, Moo. We gonna chop it up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, you got my number, TJ. You call me any damn time, dog. I'm telling you and your boys. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If I don't pick the phone, I'm not avoiding you. I'm in the gym. All right, but I will call you back like I did that night.
It's
Lights out.
we gotta do that, man.
Oh yeah, man. Because I'm supposed to be going out there in a few weeks.
I got the money, the hotel
TJ,
money.
Give them all my numbers, TJ. Give them all my numbers because I ain't fake. I'm real.
He hit every time I hit him up, he answers. Every time I text him, he responds. So
don't act like I don't know you. I promise you, Mustafa, I got you.
No doubt.
Holla at me.
We gonna go out there. We gonna go out there.
Come on, hey,
what's
man.
your favorite cigar?
We have fun, dog. My box and training's fun for me, man. Right now, I just train for fun. I ain't trying to fight unless somebody want to get down. You know what I'm saying? But my number's still the same.
For sure.
Hey, 1-800 lights out.
That's it, baby.
You got any questions? You got any more questions for him, Moo? You got any questions for him?
Nah, I just want to link with him, man. That's it.
Well, you already know. I got you.
Hey, little man. Hey, stay focused, man. Stay in the gym. No girls. Hey, you can have all the girls you want after you win the championship.
I got you.
All right, guys. I will be watching your ass.
I do
cut that goddamn hair, man. Get like this.
I gotta keep the hair. That's me.
Boy. Hey, that shit out, man. Get more hair. Get real.
I'm gonna tell you a story. I sparred Roy Jones when he was getting ready for Tyson, right?
Yeah.
And you know how he did the little left hook trick to you, and he kind of caught you off guard. I tried to get him to fall. He won't fall for that. Got him back for you. I big dog that little nigga.
He sparred Roy Jones for the Tyson fight.
Yeah, big dog you. Well, how much you weigh?
I big dogged him.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah.
There you go, man. All right, how much you weigh?
I love Roy now.
270.
You heavyweight?
Yeah, I'm heavyweight.
Oh Lord! Oh, I can't wait to get a hold of you, boy. I promise you. Hey, you can't do me like Roy Jones. I'm coming. I'm coming,
all
boy.
respect. Hey, I'm cuffing your car, so you know that when you step in there, you gonna get it.
Oh,
you gonna get
love it. Hey, I love this kid. I love this kid, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna see you. Hey, you got a link to your fight? If not, I'm gonna send you a link so you can watch his last fight, JT.
Please do.
I will.
Yeah, he look good in there.
Out of ATL.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So,
hey, James, do you ever use cross block defense?
What the hell?
Huh?
Can you do you hear me? JT.
That's that George Foreman.
Yeah. But see, you know he get in there with the mongoose style. I want to know if he ever do that shit. I can see it.
He probably got I just tell him about back here. But yeah, man. But I think he usually when he sometimes he'll deflect with his elbow and it may look like the cross block, but I'm pretty sure he has. Hold on, let's see if he can jump back. Oh, he back in. There you go. Yeah, you good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
We hear you, big dog.
All right. Sorry about that, man.
So do you he asked you, do you have you ever worked on the cross blocking? Like the old school cross blocking?
Oh no, I'll do that now.
That's what I told him you use your elbow.
If you do that shit, you hit a lot.
In the body.
Hey, I don't like get hit, but if I get hit, hey, I got something for you.
Hey, was Sam Peter the hardest puncher you ever faced?
He's a hard puncher, but you know what? I beat that ass.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got
They
it.
teach
Man,
you.
after that fight,
They
he
teach
said
you.
you was the greatest ever, man. He said
Huh?
after that fight, that gave him all the confidence he needed. He said, I could beat anybody. I fought James Toney. And
He
he
had
went
a lot
on
of
to fight
respect for you.
Klitschko and got his ass whipped, but
Yeah.
you know.
Hey,
So
he's lucky. Like I said, all my losses is due to me being inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? If I came in like for Holyfield, it been a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
But then you ran it right back with him. You ran it right. Y'all ran it right back.
we ran back
Peter.
8 months later, same thing. But you know what? Like I said, if I can take those 2 fights back, Roy Jones and both Sam Peter's fight,
Yeah,
man, it'd be a different outcome.
And
Matter
what
of fact,
percentage?
I would still be heavyweight champ today.
yeah.
What percentage do you think you was on that night you fought Roy? Were you at 80%, James Toney, 70%? What would you rate your level that night you fought Roy?
Shit, 40%, cause man, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they have the whole meal on the scale at the weigh-in.
Yeah. And Roy didn't try to fight you at
looking like this.
75.
Remember, I was 205 when I began training.
Wow.
yeah,
And then I didn't train for the fight. I just ran and tried to lose the weight.
Yeah.
It was
So
hard.
what was the most difficult thing about Roy being in the ring with him? What was the most difficult thing about him?
Motherfucker, hey, he fat as hell. No lie.
You got it. Yeah.
Was it really like that? Was it really
Roy
like that?
is fast.
Yeah.
But but like I said, so was Tim Littles. You
Tim
saw why I
Littles
did to him.
fast as hell.
Gotcha. So I got a question.
But if I want to listen to everybody else, everybody was telling me, no, don't do the fight, don't do it again. It's not enough time. I got the motherfucker. I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Being hard-headed.
Hey, he was in shape and I wasn't. But I paid the price. I made him.
Hey,
I'm not mad, Roy.
That catapulted his career.
I'm not mad.
That's Roy Jones' greatest win of all time, and that's what solidifies Roy Jones.
It still went 12. Still went 12 rounds.
That's why nobody can shit on Roy's resume because he beat a prime James Toney.
Yeah. Hey, it's good. I wish I could have a rematch, but he gave everybody else a rematch but me.
So I got and speaking of this, I always wonder why didn't you or Bernard Hopkins ever fight?
It wasn't me. Trust me, believe that.
You one person, Bernard Hopkins never said your name.
I've never heard Bernard Hopkins
say your name.
Hey, just like today, ain't nobody saying my name.
Nobody saying your name.
Ain't nobody, because everybody know I ain't taking no shit.
Yeah.
I'm the real thing is. I'm an old school dude.
They asked the Klitschko's a long time ago why they won't fight you. The Klitschko's.
I thought you was getting that fight, man. I wanted you to fight one of them so bad, man.
They said they had too much respect for you to fight you.
And speaking of the Klitschko's, another guy was on their trail just like you was, and Shannon Briggs. What's up with y'all had a little beef going on a couple of months ago online, man? What's up, going on? Why y'all ain't fight, man? What was up? I wanted to see that. What's up with Shannon Briggs, man?
I'm scared. I can't say nothing. Are you kidding me, dog? That motherfucker Shannon just be talking shit, and that's all. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. The guy,
he ain't gonna say.
Listen to me. Now, mind you, this motherfucker spent 5 weeks in the hospital after the Biscos knocked him out.
Yeah.
He was in the 5 weeks?
He was fucked up.
Hold on. When I was 165 pounds, asked Freddie Roach, because he was training Klitschko, where I sparred and knocked his ass out.
Wow.
In the gym.
Wow.
True story. D-Block.
JT, you got some of the most infamous sparring footage out there. Because I don't know if you noticed or not, you were one of the first boxing guys that was on YouTube, like sparring footage. Like you're the catalyst for that, whether you understand that or not. Radio Raheem Radio Rock. I'm saying like just people seeing your footage. You know what I'm saying? You was like, but when it first came out, like nope. You know when YouTube first came out, yeah. Radio Raheem, when you remember when you sparred Danny Green,
Radio. Good dude.
Yeah, Danny Green, when you sparred Danny Green, yeah, that was like one of the first boxing sparring footages ever on YouTube.
And that happened because they called me. I'm at home chilling with my wife. Everything's having fun, doing what we do. And they said, "Oh, James, this guy here, he want to box you. He said he'll beat your ass." I said, hold on, baby. Who is this? And Fred said, his name is Daniel. I said, I'll be there in 45 minutes. I said, I gotta go. I went, hey, real talk. All my street clothes. I said, give me the gloves. Let's go. I beat up. You saw what happened to him.
Man, that was some of the dog. That's a lot of the footage that I study. Is that sparring session, man? The way you counted him and stepped around him and was just like, man, your feint game, you had that man so confused. And this is a world champion we talking about. This is a guy that was supposed to be the what's it, cruiserweight? He was the cruiserweight guy.
No, super middleweight champ.
Super middleweight champ. He was super middleweight champ. Yeah. And you made him look like an amateur, bro. And I was just like, man, like, God. Damn.
Hey, look, I hadn't been training.
That's the beauty.
It's about relaxation. We going in there being relaxed. That's what I do. You look good to all big old punches and all that, but you don't miss them. And when you miss, oh shit, watch out.
Yes, hey, speaking of sparring, have you ever sparred Gerald McClellan? Did you ever spar Gerald McClellan?
Yeah, you ain't see the video?
Yeah, no, you didn't say that. It's footage of that. Yes. The whole
what happened to him? What happened to him?
You gave him that work.
What happened to him?
He gave him that work.
You got it, Google?
It's on YouTube. Just go Google. Just YouTube it. It's
Google
on
Toney
McClellan sparred.
1992, right? It was 1992, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't know.
Yeah.
And what you saying, Jerry?
What the hell you mean you don't know you're in boxing?
I ain't know.
You don't know this shit. Man, you fired.
Missing out.
Hey, so give us a guy that you sparred that nobody knows that you sparred, like an old legend. Besides McCullough.
Man, look,
did you ever spar Tommy Hearns?
So many sparring events with so many great fighters. Pickling Thomas. Damn.
Frankie Lyles.
Frankie Lyles. Definitely.
Did you ever spar Tommy Hearns?
No, I wanted double because that's my idol. So I would love to spar him, but it never happened. Wow. I sparred with Willie Sandman Edwards, who was a world lightweight contender back in the day. Man, I sparred so many guys, man. I can't. Shit, damn. A lot, man. It's just
how about Muhammad Kawi?
But they were all named fighters back in the day. And y'all probably wouldn't know who they are. I sparred with Donald Line. I don't know if you guys know who he is. Oh shit. So many.
So who was one of your regular sparring partners when you was in camp?
Huh?
So who was one of your regular sparring partners when you was in camp?
Oh, I had John Skelly.
Ooh, okay.
John Skelly. I had Terry Smith from Arkansas. I call him Pterodactyl. I had Booker T. Word. Man, so many. Damn. I can't be. I got brain freeze right now. God damn.
I can see that Bud Crawford comparison like a motherfucker, man.
I don't see it, but if he said he gotta be in, I gotta look at it a little bit more.
Hey, watch him.
I got him getting stopped by Errol Spence. I got Errol Spence stopping him.
Are you serious, man? Hey, no, look. Do me a favor, bro.
He fine.
Hey, okay, look here. Do me a favor, please. Go back to the eye doctor tomorrow and get your shit checked.
We've been trying to tell him, man.
I'm telling you right now.
JT, dog.
I'm telling you right now.
We've been trying to tell him.
Chance is gonna destroy that boy. That boy, he can't spell fight.
Yeah.
And look, you talking to me. You talking to me, someone who knew boxing. Terry, I'm listening. Errol Spence, he's an all right fighter, but he's not like a great fighter. I'm telling you, he's not. He's average.
Okay. I can't say average, JT. I can't say average, man. He's like a 2.0 Marvin Hagler to me.
Huh?
He's like Marvin Hagler 2.0 to me.
Who?
Errol Spence.
Oh hell no! More like Errol Prince.
Don't do my dog like that, Jake.
So let me ask you: do you see him getting past Ugas in his upcoming fight?
That right there. They'll let me know if he real or not, because Ugas is gonna make him fight.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Ugas gonna twist that damn chin. If he got a chin, and plus, you know, he's not gonna stay there and fight with Ugas. Ugas, like he like to stay in the inside and fight like you should be. Yeah. Hey, Terrence Crawford, he can stay inside and fight. He can box you, but can Terrence Crawford do it? No.
Lights out. Speaking of chins, what middleweight fighter? Speaking of chins, what middleweight fighter do you recall fighting that rocked you the most? That we probably didn't notice because we know it's hard. You can't drop, James. You can't drop.
Who buzzed you the most?
Who buzzed you the most?
I'm gonna tell you, Murky Sosa.
Murky Sosa, the Cuban. Wasn't he Cuban?
He was awkward.
Awkward in the motherfucker.
He hit me. And he hit me. I get hit with a punch on the chin that hurt me. It was a punch. He was knock needed, and his punches came at different angles. You know what I'm saying? And he caught me in the back of the head.
Oh,
that's the only. Even Sam Peter did the same thing. Hit me in the back of the head.
Yeah,
I remember that fight you had on to the rope.
You though.
No, he ain't dropped. You had onto that rope.
No, he dropped you in the second fight. He dropped you the second fight. I remember you looked at your wife. Your wife looked at you. You was like, "I'm good," and you got up and and fought on. And I say you won the fight.
The second fight, he dropped me. He ain't dropped me either fight. Remember, I slipped.
But they counted it a knockdown though, and that's they.
Oh yeah, you right. Get memory. Goddamn.
I remember you. Hey, I remember you looked at your wife, man. Your wife looked at you like, "You good?" And you was like, "Hell yeah!" You got up and you did your thing the rest of the fight.
So do you have a fight that you was like, what fight that you wish would have happened that didn't happen?
The Roy Jones fight.
Rematch.
At what point? When you
what weight would you want? What weight would you wanted that rematch at?
We can fight cruiserweight or heavyweight. hey, his poison. He can pick his own poison.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see that fight at y'all two at the heavyweight. That would have been a good one.
That would have been perfect for him, man.
Yeah, both of them would have been out their element.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And both of y'all beat
y'all. No,
actually,
I'm not out. Look, see, when I fight heavyweight, I wasn't out my element.
You're naturally bigger guy.
I fought 12 heavyweight fights. Yeah. I was 10-2.
That's true. You did. You fought.
Really, I was 12-0, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they stripped that belt that you took from Ruiz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you won that fight, bro.
Man, you beat the shit out of him. Man, that counter right hand was so beautiful all night, dog.
The hell out of
and what I loved about it is Roy Jones gave you all the props in the world. Like, man, James finna kill this man. You know what I'm saying?
I was really surprised about that. That right there made me respect Roy. I have all respect the world for him. Hey, my hat's off to him. I'm glad we both going to the Hall of Fame at the same time.
Yeah, rightfully so.
How does it feel to be a Hall of Fame boxer, man? To be in the boxer.
Right now, I don't feel too much right now, but as we get closer and closer, I'm starting to feel it. You know what I'm saying?
So when do they induct y'all?
But on the day, June 12th, When I get my ring
Congratulations, man.
and put it on my finger, I'm be happy as hell.
Yeah.
Damn,
Man, that is beautiful because every fighter aspires to be a Hall of Fame fighter. You know what I'm saying, in the future, but very few make it to being a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? So I have a question. I want to go back to when you first started. At what point did you feel like, okay, I could be a great pro?
As soon as I turned pro. Cause my goal was to be champion of the world. Heavyweight champion of the world. That's my goal. That's even before I had to lose the weight. You know what I'm saying? If I want to do something, I do it big.
Gotcha.
I don't do shit small.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's something that you would say Bill Miller taught you that you used effectively that also Ezra Charles was good at?
The shoulder roll,
Mm-hmm.
always jabbing, staying big with the jab. Always. Even if you just paw with it, just hit my hand up, just paw. Everything I know is I learned from Bill Miller because he's an old school trader. Man, we used to sit in this house and watch tapes all night. That's what I told you, your young guy you had there. Watch tapes. And then the next day, I used to go to the gym and try to practice this shit. Man, it works. You may not want to afraid, but if you keep practicing, it happens.
Yeah,
it works.
So how did you train the shoulder roll to perfect it the way you did? Because you have a tendency that it's a term that I use when I'm training. Like when I train my young fighter, I call it a half dip. Because you used to, if you watch me, you did this a lot. Like with the jab, you did that, but you didn't, you didn't go all the way down. You was here.
And see what
that shit was amazing.
And see what I'm doing. When I'm doing that, I'm deciding. I wait for you to make. I wait for your next move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to get this swing so I can knock your head off each other.
Because what you usually did with that, when you did that, you would come up with you'll counter with the overhand right, and then you'll throw that hook to the body, and then you'll roll under. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, I told you I'll be studying that shit every
if you notice, I'm stepping in while I do it though. Every time.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That man, the way you come forward with the defense, like that shit is crazy. You're the most effective coming forward with the defense as well, man. Like a lot of people think it's just on the ropes and you dodge it, but you can walk to a fighter and make him
exactly.
That's
y'all know y'all shit. Y'all been studying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. You got a lot of You utilize the bend of the body, like to be
every
upper body movement, like.
And see, but you know what? If you go back and watch Ezra Childs, the greatest of all time, Sugar Ray Robinson, Archie Moore, they always use motions. All fighters did that. David Moore, you know what I'm saying?
Henry Armstrong was like that too.
It's crazy, man. Ali was doing it first, but then he stopped.
Got you. So
once Ali got shook up, all that shit was with him. He was sitting there doing that moving shit.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that. That was his demise. You know what I'm saying? Doing that, it was people, saying it was a great thing, but he could have beat him. He could have beat him a different way. He didn't have to lay on the ropes and take that type of BS.
He just found a new way to win. That's all.
When he was Cassius Clay, he was dusting these dudes off. Dust him off, knock him out. But they changed.
I would love to. So I got a question. For you. I got two questions. Two people. I want to see how you would have fought them. I did this thing on my YouTube, not my YouTube, but my Instagram page of matchups. I did these legend matchups, and I had you against at 160 against what's my man name? God dog it. Marvin Hagler. How you would have fought Marvin Hagler? What would have been your approach to Marvin Hagler?
The same way Tommy fought him. But the only thing is slip and slide, side to side. Boom. Make it miss, make him pay. Come on, come up the middle. Right hand lead, that's it.
That's a hell of a matchup right there, boy. Shit.
You know what? It would have been easy, but I would have stopped him though.
You would have stopped.
Because he would have kept coming
I think
to
he
you.
would
He would have kept coming towards you, and that would have gave you a chance to stop him. Because you would have had to look for him.
Yep. Cause look, he hit the nail right on the head. If you stay in front of me, I'm gonna knock your ass out. But if you move, you got a chance to survive.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more guy. I'm gonna do it. One. Let me see. How would you fight? I know this is a young buck. I know you got a lot of respect for this kid. He's a future Hall of Famer too. How would you approach a fight with Andre Ward at 68?
Woo! That's like looking in the mirror, man.
No.
That's different style.
Hey, Andre Ward, I respect him. A lot of respect for him. He fought good in his era.
Yeah.
Of soft fighters.
Soft fighters.
But if it fought me, it would have been a dog fight. That's a fight he didn't want.
So what would have been your approach? Like what would have been your approach?
Yeah, let me tell you something. If you look at all my fights are all the same. I never changed my style to adapt to them. I'm a fight. I'm gonna do me. They gonna try to adapt. They gonna adapt their style, and that's what he would do.
Yeah.
And when he do that, it's one word: lights out, baby. Dog, look, he's not built like Howard. Howard was tougher, you know. In the 70s, them brothers was fighting. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to kill each other. Now today's fight, they shit. You get a couple say, I'm gonna quit.
That is true. And speaking of that, my man right here, Jules, he could attest to this. I had a blowout fracture when I told you I got hurt. I continued to fight. I didn't clear out. I couldn't see the rest of the fight. But my coach told me, I said, Coach, I got in the corner. I said, Coach, I can't see. He said, well, you got to catch and shoot. Blinking. He said, you got to catch and shoot. So I was just catching shots and countering the whole fight.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't quit.
They survived.
See, when I fought, you got to know, when I fought Ruiz, the reason why I took positive steroids was because my arm was healing. Because the fight before, I tore my bicep and tricep in the second round, and I fought 12 rounds with a torn bicep and tricep.
Bruh,
they still dirt your boy twice. I couldn't get him out of there. So when he came into the fight, I didn't want the fight to go away. I didn't want to wait no long. I said, I want to for now. I'm gonna get it. They said, your arm ain't completely healed. I said, don't worry about it. We got it. And so I fought Ruiz with one hand. Basically,
man, that's that warrior mentality, man. That's why you're considered one of the GOATs, man. You know what I'm saying? That mentality right there, like you said, a lot of these guys not cut from this call.
These kids, they ain't got that mentality.
So and I love the way you called them motherfuckers out, man. You called people out, and you know,
if you talk
motherfuckers out.
If you talking shit, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Where did you get the term "I got milk, baby" from? Where did you get that? I got milk, baby. Where you get that term from?
Hey, one day I watched TV. I saw shit. I got milk. I said, damn, I'm using that. And so that's where I came from.
Oh,
man.
yeah, you know the
so
milk.
I got milk.
Okay. That milk. Yeah. That
he got it.
Okay. So I got one more question.
Oh, go ahead.
Give me one fighter in the history, old school fighter, that you would have loved to share the ring with.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Ooh, God. At what weight?
At what weight?
Shit. 947. So it'd be 60.
He had to come up to light middle or something.
Yeah. Light heavyweight at 175. So I was still strong at that weight.
So how you think? So How you think that fight would have turned out?
Hey, I would have to dig deep on his ass.
What was his best attribute? What made him so great?
Cause yeah, his movements. You see how see what I told you how I move? He was moving the same way. Go back and watch him. You see, he was perpetuating motion, dog. Seriously, sweet. Especially when he was young, he was crazy. He was just damn near knocking everybody out.
Hey, now this is a question in regards to the middleweight era that you were dominant in. As far as the European fighters, how do you feel about Joe Calzaghe and back then Darius
Miklasevsky.
Yeah,
They all ran from me. They talk. So you forgot, Miklasevsky, he was WBO champion, and I was WBU champion, and we could have fought, but he wanted to stay. He wanted to stay in Germany and fight. He didn't want to come out. I told him I'll go to Germany, but they wouldn't pay no money. They was bullshit. Look,
Chris
I fought
Eubanks and
everybody.
all them too.
Hey, I fought. Hey, I called up Virgil Hill. I called up
Virgil Hill was another one.
Jeff Hardy. They didn't want to fight, but I boxed Jeff Hardy in the gym at top rank. They didn't want after that fight. After that sponsors, they didn't want no more.
They didn't want no smoke. No smoke.
So whatever happened with the Chris Eubanks and Nigel Penn? Why y'all never fought? Because I remember that infamous interview when you went crazy on them.
Once again, young man, it was not me. Them motherfuckers, they call it cold case of bitch-itis.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
That would have been a good fight with Chris
And
Eubanks
then,
or Nigel.
I once again, when me and the goons who we was in London vacationing, I had a cab driver take me to Nigel's house. The motherfucker he would come outside. He would not come outside. He called the constables on me.
Wow.
The constables.
Man, I got some up and coming fights I want to ask you about. I want to see what you think about the heavyweight fights. You got Fury and Dillian White.
Dillian White, he a front runner. He will get stopped late because he'll be too damn tired.
Damn. Okay.
I can see that.
What you think about the Joshua Usyk rematch?
Same
outcome.
Dude, they both scared each other. They both are real scared of each other. Period. It's gonna be another 12-round boring fight.
What about Canelo and Jamal Charlo?
Ooh.
Is it gonna happen?
I think it'll happen more now than ever.
What you think will be the outcome?
Jamal Charlo is gonna knock his ass out.
Hey, I'm with Charlo for the win.
Huh?
I can see that.
I'm with Charlo for the win.
I'm telling you, man. Yo, boy, I keep telling everybody, quit trying to compare that motherfucker to me, because I fought the best in my divisions.
Yeah.
Every middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight, and 1,000, every single one of them. This dude right here, y'all, I mean, they let him fight cupcakes. I mean, dude. Hey, I'm fine. I'm not jealous. But I'm saying, if you gonna call yourself the best fighter in the world, fight somebody with a pulse.
Yeah.
But that's why I give Errol Spence so much props, because if you look at it in the division, he has the best resume besides Sean Porter. Sean Porter fought everybody in the welterweight division, and the next person up is Errol Spence.
Sean Porter fought everybody.
Yeah,
I respect him.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like that's why I'm a big Errol's fan, and I think he will beat Crawford because he fought the better competition. You feel what I'm saying?
No, ain't nobody beating Bud.
I feel like
hold on. Who fought better competition?
Errol Spence.
You out your motherfucking mind.
How? Let's compare the resumes.
Hey, check that, dog. TJ, listen. Do me a favor. After we hang up tonight, please throw all your shit away.
Let's compare the resumes, JT. Let's compare the resumes, dog.
If you look, Terrence Crawford has been champion since 05.
Yeah. He been doing his
G
thing.
Walter been champ since 05. Walter been champ since 07. And has unified title
Even
twice
my
already.
That pops up in here.
That's tight.
I enjoy watching you fight.
That's his father-in-law.
Yeah, it's my father-in-law tuning in.
He say enjoy watching you fight.
So I said thank you, man.
Hey, poetry in motion.
Everybody
said
checking
James
you
was
out.
the king of lateral movement.
Absolutely.
Okay, so he asked the question, how does a boxer get better with lateral movement?
What you gotta do every day, even when you run side to side. You know, skip. And every day you run side to side. You keep practicing. Bobbing and weaving. I promise you, if you do that again, then also be in the gym, line up a jump rope, and just jump back side to side, just practice it. Or a ladder, or one of those ladders, and practice that.
So James, you know, your boxing career in itself is a great story. You know how you started, how you laid off for a minute, you came back. You know, it's an adventure in itself. So I know your life story is just as exciting. Have you started working on your autobiography or your biography yet?
Yeah, it should be done that should be done by January, and we was in the middle of doing a documentary until my pops got unfortunately passed.
Sorry,
so it's coming.
Man, keep us posted,
by early this year, January, February, everything should be out. Book,
I would be copying a copy of it.
I'm buying.
Hey, make sure you get it on Audible too, man, so we can listen to it in the car. Yeah,
yes,
that's dope shit. Okay.
But I just brought my little brother on, man. I trained, I trained him, and like I said, in the style of you, like a lot of the stuff that I base my style of training is watching you. You know what I'm saying? He had a question he wanted to ask you. He's a fighter too, trying to get him to turn pro. But maybe you can get him the encouragement to take it serious like he need to, because he's a great fighter, and I'm gonna see some footage on it too, so you can watch. So what's your question, man?
Where you at, Tremaine? We can't see you, dog.
I can't even see him.
Show your face, boy.
Jermaine.
He getting it together. Give him a second.
You got that Cricket Wireless, man. Jermaine. Oh, he ain't got no service. He said service acting up.
Oh, he's coming back. Hey, James, what's your favorite cigar, bro?
Exactly. I was just about to ask him that. What's your favorite cigar?
Hey, as soon as I get done with y'all, I'm about to go down and have an Oliva V Figurado.
Let me write this down. Oliva, what the heck?
You got to try the Fat Bottom Betty. That's one of my favorites now. Fat Bottom Betty. It's called a Fat Bottom Betty.
All right. I'm up to some country shit because we ain't got that out here.
Hold on. Hey, say yours again, because I'm gonna copy tomorrow. Oliva V what?
Oliva V Figurado.
No, Cam Newton got a little cigar bar down there.
I heard. Well, hey, while coming down there, I'm gonna check that shit out.
Man, we gonna go. So when you come down, hey, we going.
Hey,
I got another spot.
Hey, man, chop it up with us. Kick it with
us. Yeah. You come down, I'm telling you, hey, man, I'll show you a good time, man. We'll go to cigar bar. There's a lot of good cigar bars here, man. We'll chop it up and go to, man. Cam Newton got a really good one.
For sure.
Yeah. So, like I said, we at the 1 minute mark, or an hour and 10 minute mark. We about to get ready to get out of here in a minute. But every person on our show got to give us their top 5 fighters all time.
I've been waiting on this, man.
What's your top 5 fighters all time?
You in mine.
Your top 5.
Your top
my top 5 is.
You can do top 10 if you need to.
If you
Yeah,
want
my
top
top
10,
5 is Marvin Hagler.
Who number 1?
Hearns, James Toney. James Toney.
Okay.
No, but all time, Ray Robinson, Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, Archie Moore, and Eddie Charles.
Wow.
Okay.
And the reason why, because I'm a mix of all of them.
You a mix of all them fighters, all 5 of them fighters. Damn.
And that's the complete fighter, man.
That's the wow.
Yes.
That's
a
the
blessed
complete fighter.
Yes.
Man,
I always said this, James, and I don't want you to take this as no disrespect. Like I said, you one of my favorite. Like I said, you my top 2 favorite fighters all time, man. I always said this. I feel like JT could have been the most perfect fighter ever if he could have kept the weight in control. And
yeah, you know what? I can't argue with you, dog. It was my fault. My you want to call it shit, not being disciplined, staying in my lane like I would have been, but things happen, and hey, but you know what? I learned from that, and I know now. I know to tell other fighters, you know what I'm saying, who's coming up and trying to be James Toney or Roy Jones Jr. or even Oscar De La Hoya or Floyd Mayweather. So it is what it is. But if I was staying silent, I'd still be undefeated today.
Exactly.
And still be the heavyweight champion of the world today.
I don't think you would have lost the fight. If like I said, because the reason why you lost the Roy Jones fight is because you had to cut.
I was bullshitting and didn't do what I had to do.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like
I'm not. Like I said, I have never ever knocked Roy Jones for that. All that I knock him out, knock him for it, is not give me a rematch while I can knock his fucking block off.
Yeah.
and I would have loved to see that fight.
What was your biggest payday in the ring?
10 million fighting Evander Holyfield.
Wow.
Hey, you showed out that night too.
You showed out. You showed
and
your
before
ass
that,
and
before that, it was 9 million for Roy Jones. So.
Damn. Man. Okay. Great fights.
Y'all got any more questions? I don't want to keep.
Hey, before we get out of here, I want to get your Super Bowl pick.
Hey, dog, let me tell you something. I'm a Ram, baby. We going to get. I've been a Ram fan since Eric Dixon.
Wow.
And the great Marshall Falk. So
yes, sir.
We going to go get it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good question, Rod. Good question. But we about to get ready to get up out of here. JT, man, I want to say thank you.
Man,
this was a pleasure, man.
Thank you for chopping it up with us, man. We're going to get you back on here soon.
Y'all take my numbers down. Call me anytime, bro. But like I told you, if I do not pick up, don't take an offense, I will call you back. I'm training.
Yes,
sir. I got you.
All right.
And like I said, I'm going to hit you up this week, man. I'm going to try to get some coordinated so I can come out there and work with you for a weekend. So I got to get the logistics of where I need to fly into and hotels and stuff like that where I need to stay at.
All right, bet.
All right, JT. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man.
And condolences again. Be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? And we love you, man. And you know what I'm saying? Appreciate your contribution to the sport of boxing, man, and being the great that you are.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. And we out of this thing on the 10 count. And we out of here. Yes, sir.